What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So there's a lot going on in the market today, and it's mainly hovering around the negativity that's happening. But I want to look at something more positive, something that happened that I missed talking about over the weekend because my daughter had another um, tournament. An actual tournament was in Ocean City, Maryland, and then we came back and it wasn't really situated yet. So we're going to talk about the burn that I missed from Binance, and we're also going to give you a little bit of an update on the potential BTCC and Terra Luna Classic or Classic chain partnership in a way to give you an understanding of where we stand with that, their response on it as I did display it. So if you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you want to check out my link down below for FortisX, feel free to do so. They keep your holdings working for you, where you can invest in liquidity pools as well as managed staking and earn up to 19.27% variable APY. So go ahead and check that out. The link will be down there in the description. And if you guys want to check out my link for BTCC, feel free to do so. If you use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus. Extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, and you can earn or use up to 250x leverage on various cryptocurrencies, all with no VPN and no KYC that's required. So feel free to check those things out. Those links will be in the top of the description. Now, as I said with the market, if we look at the overall market, it's down by about 5%. If you saw this in the stock market, people honestly would be panicking if you saw the S&P down by 5%, right? When you start to see those, the overall market looking, pretty bearish, it's not something that people take lightly. For the crypto market, it's a speculative market, so we tend to see it down 5%. We could see it down 20%, and people are not like absolutely panicking, but it still is something to mention, right? It's down by over 5% here today. Many other things are down by maybe even more. But when we look at Terra Luna Classic, that's also following the trend, around 4.66% down in the last 24 hours. It's currently at a 0.00006762 level. It's not at that drop zero level. It added the zero and then continued to drop down as we see everything that really has fallen. So the reason why I mentioned the market and then mentioned Terra Luna Classic, because it's not just Terra Luna Classic that is falling, it's the entire market. Just to understand that you're not losing money by just holding this versus holding XRP, right? It's falling as well. But it's at a $374 million market cap, still with about $45 million worth of volume, which is decent. It's not ridiculously high by any means, but it's still at a decent level. It is down 16% over the last 24 hours. If we look at the split between CEX and DEX, we have about 99.9% that's going through CEXs and about, let's say, 0.1% that's gone through for on-chain volume that's there. Still at the 5.5 trillion coins in circulating supply. Now, speaking of that supply, we know that burns are the way, and we follow these burns kind of every single month to understand what Binance is doing. Binance has shown their support for years at this point, and I want to give them sort of a round of applause just to say that, they are doing something big for the community that no other exchange is doing, right? They are putting themselves out there and not only going, all right, we'll implement a burn tax. They're saying, no, we'll take part of our fees and we will burn that off. That is their money that they can gladly keep for themselves, but they decide to burn off Terra Luna Classic for the community to show that burns can be a bigger picture item. They're not going to completely push the volume to anywhere else by implementing just a burn tax on that area, but they have a burn fee, so it's no extra money that goes towards it, and they still end up burning off Terra Luna Classic. So with that being said, let's see how much they have burned. Binance, or if you go over to LUNC metrics.com, you'll get a breakdown for Binance's burns. Now, again, this is lunicmetrics.com. You can follow them on Twitter. You can go and check out their website as well. They do a great job at keeping track of what the burns actually are, and we need some sort of tracking system. So support them as best as possible. This is not a plug for them. I just want them to remain around so that we can continue to focus on these burns and see what it is. Now, if we scroll down here and look at the last burn, the last large burn that happened on June the 1st, we're looking at 2.2, if I round up, 2.2 billion coins that have been burned off. That's a lot of coins. 2.2 billion is a lot, and that's somewhere around where I estimated it to be. If we understand or compare this to the previous month, they burned about 1 billion. It's 923 million, 923 million, about 1 billion coins, and we're at double that, over double that, at 2.2 billion coins. It goes to show that with the volume that we see, the more volume we see, the more burning that actually happens. And while that still is only a drop in the bucket, it still is massive. It still is a lot of coins coming off the table, and all adds up in the end. Now, with this being said, I would like to see all exchanges that decide to implement some sort of burning mechanism with Terra Luna Classic transactions and USTC transactions, because while we understand that Terra Luna Classic is a big part of it, we still only see a very small amount that's being burned off for USTC, right? You have 33,000 that's being burned off in this moment there, but then you have others that are being burned off other places. But I think there needs to be an implementation of the Classic chain, burning Terra Luna Classic and burning USTC, the stable coin. It's not really so stable, but can be stable as you see the progression, you see that growth. So a little bit of an update on where things stand for the BTCC and Classic chain partnership in a way. I believe right now there was some back and forth between me and them to say, like, well, this is the plan. We plan to, see you implement this much. And they came back and said that the volume that's on CoinMarketCap, when you go over to, Terra Luna Classic on CoinMarketCap, you go to markets and you filter by volume, you're going to see one of the top ones is BTCC. However, they said that this volume number is not actually the true volume number, that, CoinMarketCap, I guess, has some inflated numbers or weird numbers or something like that. But he said that it's not at that $3 million level, but you do have some volume that happens. Now, they also said that majority of their volume, or if not all of their volume, goes through Binance. So essentially, they would be doing the same thing with their burn free, with the transactions that happen through BTCC. And other platforms do the same thing where they are utilizing Binance. So you may end up seeing the fees that will get burned off, or half of the fees that get burned off in Terra Luna Classic. Now, the issue that I have with that, I went back and said, that's great to see the fees and see that being burned off, but we still know that that is not something that's an overall sacrifice. The community needs to sacrifice something, and we need to go, all right, we will sacrifice 1% of our transaction. If I sell my Terra Luna Classic, that is 1%. Let's say Terra Luna Classic was at $1 and I had $103 million because I have 103 million coins. I would then sacrifice $1.3 million in order to make sure that this gets back to normal or has the ability to go even further. So now I'm not saying that that's the case, right? Because we would need to see the burns happen, continue to happen, and happen organically, as well as if we want to do a reverse split, I'm fully game on that, right? I will drop 2 zeros and, take out basically 99% of what I hold in order to get to the level that we all believe that Terra Luna Classic can get to, which is multiple dollars, and have the algorithm in place, have USTC repegged, all of those things. It is very, very important that we find the best method and we put this down on paper, because I've again had this conversation and having the conversation back and forth. I think they think in heart, in spirit, it's a good idea to recover the chain, but you kind of have to get every exchange on board. And if one exchange is on board and other exchanges are not, yes, it does give them the popularity and the publicity, but it also may take away volume from BTCC because you have an extra layer that people won't be able to make as much money from that, right? Would they rather buy on Kraken and not have to pay? You pay a fee, but you won't have to pay the 1% extra buy and sell, or would they buy on BTCC where they have to pay the 1% extra buy and sell? So now you start to get into that level. Do you get more people that are signing up because of the burns that you're doing, the notoriety, the people that are talking about it? And I think yes. I think you do. I think you get more people that are signing up, as well as being the people to start what we know should happen. The burn's here. We go to Binance. It's happening here. Can you do it? No, we still need to see other exchanges that are doing it because they have majority of the volume. When you see all of the lower end exchanges do it, no offense BTCC, but lower end of the volume exchanges do it, then you get into the 50%, 60% of the volume. Yes, we can implement a burn tax. Everybody else is doing it, so it's not going to hurt their overall share of volume that's going through there. Does that make sense? But you are seeing tens of millions of dollars and potentially could see hundreds of millions. And before it gets to hundreds of millions, I want this to be fully implemented so that we can see burns. We can get it to a place where people are making money, which is subject to them selling it, right? Then they end up selling it. We have more burn taxes that are going through, more people that are selling, more people that are buying, and just continuing to decrease that supply overall to get it to a $40 price, $100 price, and USTC back to a level of $1. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want to know what you guys think about this. Make sure you check out my links for FortisX and BTCC down below. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.